Okay, here's a video how to load the 064 assessment. I am going to go into Blackboard. And I'm going to click on my courses. And I have my 064 sections merged. You can do that if you have two sections, you can put them together. And I'm going to go to course content. And I'm going to add an assessment, and I'm going to call it an assignment. But for my students, I'm going to call it a take-home midterm quiz, okay? And then I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to browse my computer. And let's see, assessment for Math 064. I'm going to pick it right there. And then I'm going to have it due on, let's see, have it due on Thursday, I think. And I usually do midnight. See, end of the day. All right, and then instead of points possible, I'm going to add a rubric, and Tracy Cameron preloaded these for us, so that's wonderful. So I'm going to select a rubric. If it's not there, let me know. So this is the midterm assessment, so that both rubrics should be there. I'm going to pick this one, and I'm going to hit submit. Okay, and so then that's 20 there. Submission details, in case students have issues, I'm going to let them do multiple submissions. I'm going to maybe do 3, just so that if they have issues with uploading their PDF or whatever, it's fine. And then I'm going to display it after today, so I might as well pick now, and then I'm going to hit submit. Then I'm going to go into my course content, which is right here, and it's going to be way at the bottom. So I'm going to put it way at the top, okay? And then I am going to, let's see, I'm going to probably change this to a quiz in my grade book. I don't know, I probably maybe could have done it there, but I'm going to make it a quiz. So what's going to happen is students are going to click here, all right, and the assessment's going to open up for them. So it might download, here we go, enable editing. And they're either going to print it or do their work on a separate piece of paper. If they get both right, they're going to get the top score. If they get one right, they're going to be a level down. If they do some right work but some silly mistakes, they're going to be in the middle. If they get neither right but they do some correct math work, and then if they do like a little bit of correct work maybe, but then if it's just not anything there, then it's at the far lowest column, right? And so that's the same for all of these. There's 2 parts, so if they get both parts right, they're at the high score. One part, they're at 1 step down. If they make a silly mistake, they're the next way down. If they do some math that's somewhat reasonable, the next step, and if it's just nothing that makes sense, it's the final one. Okay, and these are all set up where there's 2 parts to each one. All right, and they can either print and do the math, or they can just do it on a piece of paper, whichever they want. And so from a student's perspective, what they're going to do is they're going to do the math, and then when it's time for them, they're going to click this from a student's perspective. Let's see if I can turn this off. So they're going to click it after they've done it, and they're going to attach, they're going to use the PDF cam scanner to turn it into a PDF, or they can use JPEGs, they're just harder to open, but and they're going to select it and they're going to submit it for grading, okay? And then as a teacher, what's going to happen is you're going to go into, let me get back into my edit mode here, if I can, if it'll let me. Oopsie, I think I got to get out of there. Exit preview. Oh boy, not liking any of this. Okay. So there we go, edit mode is on. Okay, so for me, excuse me, I would go down to Grade Center, and I would click Needs Grading, and then it would show up here. And then what would happen is I would click on it, and there's a little rectangle for a rubric. I can click on that rubric. I think I had that in a previous video, and I can just score it on the rubric, hit submit. The points will automatically go, and all of it will be stored for assessment. So I hope that helps, and I will be in touch soon.